Hey everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. We have a really special episode today. It's brought to you by our friends Scantraxx, a Dutch label out of the Netherlands. And they actually came up with the idea for us to have dubstep artists listen to hardstyle. So we're going to have Vastive do some of that today. And we thought it would be really cool because the lines are being blurred every day between different EDM genres, and dubstep and hardstyle, hey, could be a match made in heaven. So stay tuned.
Set 'em on fire. Welcome to my empire.
Another day, chilling. It's my day off, so just been working on music today. Music day.
Good for you. Another day in the life of Vastive.
Oh man, you have no idea.
We've been watching you.
Yeah, you've been pumping
shit.
out so much music, man. Like you had just dropped an EP. You might be dropping another one, hint, hint, soon.
Maybe. And I'm working on another one right now.
Oh, word.
Like, holy crap, man.
Yeah. No, I'm excited. I'm super stoked about the EP. I'm very excited.
it might rhyme with Telcom. Telcom
Oh,
Records.
yeah, it could very
Or-
well. Yes.
If you're in the doghouse family,
Bark, bark.
Hint, hint.
Wolf, let's go.
Bark, bark, motherfuckers. Oh, the bully is in the chat. Hey, we should run with that.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I love working with y'all.
That is so funny. So do you still have a job that you work outside of making
Full-time.
music?
Mhm.
Like 50 to 70 hours, depending on the week.
Wow.
Bro. Oh my God.
Yeah.
You got to pay the bills, dude.
Yeah. Yep.
Mhm.
Yep. It's important to me. I mean, I grew up, my pops always told me, he was like, hey, there's never a plan B.
Mhm.
You know, you only
Mhm.
have one option. Whatever you have to do to make it work, make it work. So right now, the 50 to 70 hours pays the bills and more, and it makes me, it helps me afford to be able to travel. You know
Yeah.
what
I mean, touring as an artist is not cheap, dude. Like these flights are getting outrageous.
Oh, dude. Pace Canyon was
I
rough.
can't even imagine. And it's like you're not getting paid what you should. I mean, let's be real. So,
I'm just thankful for the opportunities. You know what I mean? Eventually you get past that threshold. It's just, you got to put in the work. So I'm not complaining. But yeah, it ain't cheap. It's not cheap.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I see it as like an investment.
Yeah. It's not
Mhm.
something you just say, yeah, I just want to do it. It's like, no, it's going to take some work. You got to make it work. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
I mean, clearly you're on the grind. Like you just announced the Sullivan King tour. What the hell? Tell us what happened when you got the news. Like, where were you?
It was the phone call I had always been dreaming of. RJ called me up and he was like, dude, pack your bags. And the first thing that went through my head was like, shit, I've never been away from my wife that long. I've never been away from my dogs that long, but I've been wanting this for so fucking long. It almost didn't feel real. It almost didn't even hit. It was just one of those things where it's just like, I can't believe you're saying that. I hear it. It's not going through my head right now.
Mhm.
And believe it or not, it wasn't until yesterday when I got like 30 notifications from every venue and Sully and Ben Dunn Level Up. I was like, oh shit, this is really happening. Like this is sick. So I'm stoked. I'm
Damn.
super stoked. I've been
That's
wanting this
amazing.
ever since I was a kid.
You're gonna blow
Yeah,
the
I'm
fuck up
excited.
next year.
Like we had you on the Riot Control radio series, so I feel like, oh my God, like we knew him before he blew up. Hopefully he does not forget about us.
Oh yeah, and I fucking love you. Y'all have always been such a huge support with everything. Like I always got love for my dubstep FBI all the time. All of y'all, the team, everything, the street team, all of y'all. Y'all have always been supportive. So of course, it's just when y'all hit me up for that mix, I was like, hell yeah, I'm
Yes.
down. Thank you. This is an opportunity I want.
Yeah,
Hell
I feel
yeah.
like as Yessie was saying, like it's a perfect stage for you because Sullivan King, he does like rocktronic textbook. So for you, like
Yeah.
having your vocalist background and like everything that you've been doing with your project lately, I feel like you're such a great act to tour with him.
Yeah. I'm very
Yeah.
excited because I feel like I get to really be myself and play the music that I want to in front of an audience that I feel will actually enjoy it. It's what they're expecting as well. You know what I mean? So I
Mhm.
feel like it's a perfect
Mhm.
storm. I'm excited.
So you'll be traveling on the bus or
Yeah,
flying?
yeah, it'll be a
Okay.
bus tour.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Hell
I
yeah.
cannot imagine living on a bus, dude. I would be, we lived on a boat for a week and that was hard.
Yeah.
RJ's been giving me a bunch of tips. He's like, dude, this, that, the third, blah, blah. I'm like, cool. All right, I'm taking notes.
It's
Jotting
gotta be a
notes
sick
down.
bus though.
I would assume so.
You're
I
gonna have to
think
do like
so.
a
Yeah.
Cribs episode, like welcome to my bus.
Oh,
Yeah, you'll have to do like a day in the life on the Sullivan King tour or something. And like post some reels of like, this is what we do
yeah.
every day, or like this is what happens. Like, because
Well,
people
it's
are
funny
curious.
because you always see the conversation. Yeah. No, 100%. And it's funny because you always see people talking about like what content you're gonna put on things like that. And it's just like I've never been in the situation in a bus or this, that, and the third. But it's always like, oh, these are cool ideas. There's so many different things I can do now. You know what I mean? Versus just sitting in my studio.
Totally. And we saw you at Red Rocks last weekend. How did the rest of your night go?
Oh, it was amazing. RJ was incredible. Shaq was there. I got to see all the homeboys. Shout out, Toby, Stone Leveled, Art Prophet, and Morte. I got to see all the boys. And I always love seeing them. So it's always a good time.
Did
It
you
was a
get
great
brought
night.
out?
Yeah. I performed one of my new tracks off forthcoming project next year. RJ, was kind enough to let me go on stage, and then at the end we did a little mini B2B, so we got to play some of our new stuff out there too. So, I mean, playing in front of Red Rocks, that
It
doesn't,
sold. It sold a
you
lot
know what I
better than
mean?
people around here thought it would. Like to be
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
it's
like,
cold as shit over there.
dude, it was cold as fuck. And then I just went for Slander last week, so a couple days after. Oh my god, it felt like 10 times
Yeah,
colder than that night with Shaq. Like it was freezing, and there wasn't really anyone
Yeah.
there, which was kind of sad.
Well, it was funny because when I got off the plane back home, it was like 72 degrees. So just going from like Colorado back home, I was like, I want the cold back. I like it. I think it's nice. And my wife is a skier, so like if it's ever cold, she's happy and I'm happy. You know
Yeah,
what I
it
mean?
was funny because we were hanging out with Samplifier this last weekend and he kept putting on chapstick and he was like, is this normal? Like we had to tell him you're actually a mile above sea level. So
Somebody was talking about the dry lips, and I was like, no way, I haven't had chapped lips in years. Whatever. I get on the plane back home and I'm like, dude, my lips are chapped. This sucks.
It's a constant struggle. And I'm like, where the hell is my chapstick? Like I'm ordering like the 4 or 5 packs on Amazon. Like
dude,
I didn't think it
I
was
get the
real.
Burt's Bees. I get the Burt's Bees pack from Costco. It comes with like 10 chapsticks. So I put one on my nightstand, one on my desk, one on my couch, one in my car. Like all my
It's
purses.
really like that.
Like there's one in all of my purses. Like
Yeah.
you'll always find me
That's
with
the
a
only way.
chapstick.
stocking
I didn't know it
stuffer.
was like that. Yeah, I didn't even know it
Yeah.
was like that. But I mean, I learned my lesson within 24 hours. It was a short trip. I got there the day of. We went and then we flew out at like 5 a.m. the next day, right back to the
Dude.
office. So
Good God. The grind is not stopping anytime soon for y'all.
nah. But I don't mind it. I sometimes it's annoying, sometimes it's a headache. But I mean, if you want something, you got to work for it. You know what I mean?
And you have to remember that like just because there's one fire doesn't mean that like everything's going down with it.
Right. Exactly. Exactly.
And then you have Vegas this weekend with Excision.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm stoked
That's
on
exciting.
that. First time Vegas ever. So I'm stoked. I don't know what to expect. I've never been there.
Oh my God.
I've only seen it in
dude.
movies. So
It's really cool.
It's a lot of fun.
well, again, it's like another short day, but I plan on at least checking out the city and you know what I mean? Like just walking around town and things. I think that's doable. Just checking it out, walking around.
Where are you
Walking
staying?
all that. I'm not. I fly out after the show.
Bro.
I don't know how you guys do that.
Wait, so what time are you flying in? What time is your set? Like, give us the itinerary here.
I don't know if set times are out there. I play earlier in the night. I'm first on the bill, and then I fly in like 11 a.m. So I'll be there for the day, and then once the show's over, I just get right back on the plane and dip. I get to see all the homies though. You know what I mean? I get to finally meet Rated R. We've talked a few times, done some stuff together, and then yeah, no, it's just gonna be spend the day there. But yeah, I'll be earlier in the night.
I think it's cool because you'll be able to hang out with Lays, Cliptic, like all the homies, and
course.
Stone Level,
Yeah.
Radar.
Yeah.
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 Radar's awesome.
Yeah, I'm hoping they'll
Shout out
be
to
there.
him.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. No, he's a cool dude. I love everything he's been doing. We talked a few times, talked about working together and things like that. Time goes by fast, but like the few times we did talk, I was like, this dude was super genuine, super nice. And he sent me a bunch of his whips and IDs, and he's killer, man. He's awesome.
Dude, a Vastive and Radar collab, that's like, we need that collab.
Yes.
Like, especially the techno stuff he's been making lately. Like,
Yeah.
bro,
Yeah.
that shit's insane.
Funny enough, all I've really been listening to, I don't really listen to dub too often. I actually listen to a lot more techno.
Good.
than
Okay. If you
anything.
ever
Yeah.
need
Techno
some
and metal.
suggestions, we're on that acid.
I think
life.
I've hit you up a few times. Yeah, I think I've hit you a few times. Be like, hey, what you listen to? Like,
Uh-huh.
give me some new stuff to listen
Dude,
to.
well, when we hang out with Joe so much, he's like tapped
Yeah.
into the techno and hardstyle market.
Oh,
Bro,
Joe.
yeah.
Yeah.
What did he tell? He wanted us to tell Sam something.
Oh, he says
What do you
that
want?
you're hot as shit.
Oh, so is he. I wish I could be at his level one day. One day, I'm working towards it.
Shout out Coin Boy.
Our little coin boy. We love him.
Absolutely.
That's awesome.
Oh my gosh.
Do you have?
I wish I had a tan like
Dude,
him.
right? Don't we all? And like the whitest teeth on the planet. God damn.
Yeah, exactly.
And just like the muscles and just the corgi, like he's got like the perfect look, it's just like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
I hit him up
Amazing.
all the time. I'll DM him after watching his story, and I'll just be like, dude, how? How? I know you work out, but how? Like you look pristine.
He's the best.
It's not
He's
fair.
like he's like rave dad. Like we were in Orlando for a
Yeah.
week, not last week, but the week before, and he just like picked us up from the airport, like took us to get food,
Nice.
like made sure we had everything
Nice.
we needed. So
Mhm.
gotta have a friend like
Yeah.
that.
He seems like that type of dude.
He let us sleep in his room and he just slept on the couch in the living
Awesome.
room. Like, what a guy.
Awesome.
Very nice.
Awesome. Awesome. Oh yeah. I can't wait to meet him. I don't think I've met him yet. We
You haven't met
FaceTimed when
him?
I was in Denver. No, we FaceTimed when I was in Denver. I was with you
Mhm.
actually, Chrissy. We were riding to the venue, and
Oh,
then
yeah.
we just FaceTimed, and I was like, I thought you'd be here. And he's like, nah.
Mhm.
So but one day we'll
Yeah,
meet.
soon, hopefully.
Yeah, I just gotta go to a hardstyle event. I feel like I'll find him
Dude,
there.
he's going to Rebirth in the Netherlands in like March, I think. It's a
Nice.
hardstyle festival. So
Nice. Nice. I'm
Yeah.
stoked to travel out of the country. That's what I'm really looking forward to, honestly.
yeah. I mean, after this tour, like who knows, you might start getting dates in like Europe and shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a bucket list ticket for sure. Yeah, I'd definitely love to get out of the country.
Yeah. I mean, speaking of Europe, we have a fun new feature with the hardstyle label Scantraxx. Have you heard of them?
Okay. Yes, I have.
Yeah. So one of our
Ooh.
friends, Verena, she's one of the label managers. She hit us up a couple weeks ago and asked if we would be down to do like a dubstep artists react to hardstyle feature.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
So we got some of the hardest shit here for you if you're down.
Is it like raw tech or is it like hard style?
It's both.
It's a mix
Both?
of
All right.
everything. Like some of
Hit
them
me.
are
Let's
like,
go.
they'll get you going. And then other ones are kind of
Cool.
like a little crazy, but they're pretty lit.
I grew up with hard style, so it's in my blood. Like I'll listen
Oh,
to it just
shit.
at work, just as I'm like doing stuff. And like, yeah, if I ever need to do anything and I need to get it done
Mhm.
ASAP, I'm usually listening to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same at work.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
interesting because I remember I've never really listened to hardstyle at all.
Mm.
And so Chrissy and I went to Tomorrowland back in like 2018. And our last day, it was like the last couple hours of the festival, and we were kind of like, why haven't we seen all the stages? Like we need to go hop around and see all the stages. There's like 18 stages there. And we had only gone to like 5 out of the 4 days that we were there. So we ended up at a hardstyle stage, and it was like crazy raw style, like full on.
Oh, that's so sick.
like and I was like not liking it at all. Like I was like like literally it sounds like racquetball or something. It just sounds like a drilling
Mhm.
machine or like construction site.
To me, it's adrenaline. To me, it's
Mhm.
just like I know I can understand people that don't get it. It doesn't surprise me. Like I feel like it's a very niche, like you either get it or you don't. And sometimes if you're lucky, it'll grow on
Yeah.
you. But to me, it just feels like it's just adrenaline. It just keeps you going
Mhm.
type of deal. I only got to see it once live.
Okay.
That's the only time. This was back in 2016, my first festival ever. It was like a bass music fest. It was a whole bunch of artists, but Lady Faith was
Uh-huh.
playing. So she was like
Ooh,
the only
yeah.
person I ever got to see live. Yeah. I don't know if she's still doing stuff anymore or not. Is she?
Mhm.
Y'all
Yeah.
might know.
I don't know if
Is she?
she's
Yeah.
released. I don't know if she's released music, but I know she's playing shows. But yeah, like it's
Yeah.
crazy how
Gotcha.
at that time, 4 years ago, hated hardstyle, was not a fan of it. And now after meeting Joe, literally after meeting Joe and like building
Nice.
these businesses with him, that's like all I listen to now.
Nice.
Like
Nice.
I'll just be like working, like you see those memes or like those videos where you're just like serious in work mode and there's like crazy raw style music playing in the background. Like, like, that's me, literally like very serious, like working on contracts and shit. Like, yeah.
Are you ever conscious of it? Like whenever you're working, do you ever just think, damn, I'm listening to some crazy shit and I'm
Oh yeah.
just sitting here doing stuff?
Well, especially like
That
when,
happens to me a lot.
yeah, well, especially like if I'm around friends or family, like if I'm working remotely with family or something, like sometimes I'll just put on
Yeah.
my headphones to listen to it, or I'll play it in my room and they're just like, what the hell
Yeah.
are you listening to?
Mhm. The
How could you be
funniest thing,
What was
concentrating?
it's like I have 9 a.m. meetings, and then so like obviously I listen to really heavy music before my 9 a.m.s because I need to wake up. And then I'll
yeah,
take my
yeah, yeah.
headphones off and I'll log onto my Zoom, and then in my head it'll be like my whole team on the screen, and in my head I'm like, they don't know what I've been doing. I'm like, they don't know where I went this weekend.
Yeah.
They don't know that I just went
No,
on
I
a
get that.
24-hour bender in Orlando.
Well, my boss will be like, I'll go into work early some days, and my boss will just be listening to like the super ambient like tech house stuff like that. And every once in a while he's listening to John Summit and he's just super chill
Mhm.
stuff, right? And like I'll be in my headphones just and I'm just like when he calls me, I'll like take my headphones
Yeah.
off and be like, dude, we're in two totally different paces right now.
Dude, or like at work when I have the pods in and you can't see that I have headphones on, I'll be like I'll be like
Yeah.
deep in a set, and then my coworkers, I'll like see them out of the corner of my eye, and I'll like get really scared because they
Yeah.
would have been there
Yeah.
trying to like get my attention for a couple seconds.
Yeah. 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 Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, like even like one last funny story before we jump into this. I just found out about the Spotify blend feature. I don't know if you've heard of that before, where you can
Yeah.
combine playlists. So I combine one of my like the music that I listen to a lot. I combine it with one of my friends, and literally it's like him is reggaeton and salsa music, and then mine is just crazy. Like it it goes from
That was
you know,
my mix up for a few months.
it goes from like Bad Bunny to crazy raw style kicks.
Does your
I was
friend
like,
like it? Do they even listen to it?
he seems to be open to it so far. Like,
Her
Cool.
I would say so.
friend.
Alright.
New boyfriend.
Oh
No,
no.
it's not a
Okay.
boyfriend, but he's a friend who's a boy.
All right, case closed. We're gonna go listen to some
All right.
music.
I'm
No
ba-
one has to know what's going on
Next.
here.
That's for all you people who are still listening. I know some of you do listen to these front to back, so
Mm-hmm. All
All right,
right.
what you got for me? What are we listening to?
So first one, Path of Vengeance from Neroz. I think that's how you pronounce it. It dropped on Scantraxx
Nice.
earlier this month, actually. So
All
let
right.
me know if you can hear this.
The path of vengeance. The corrupt shall be punished this day. The path of vengeance. Tell me, are you ready to purify this world? I assure you, the corrupt shall be punished this day. The path of vengeance. Answer me now. Answer me now. The path of vengeance. Answer me now. The path of vengeance.
I like it. I love it. I actually would listen to that even to this day. I would still listen to that. I'd bump that. You're gonna
That
have to send
was
me a list of all the stuff you're showing me tonight,
Yes.
so I can have
That
it.
that one
Yes,
reminds
I'll add
me
it
of
to my
like the
playlist.
big DEF CON and stuff, like the really
Yeah.
euphoric hardstyle vocals in the
Yup.
beginning. I'm just like, I want to put my hands
Yup.
up and like get abducted or something.
Yeah, DevCon has like the craziest,
Exactly.
well, hardstyle in general, they have the craziest stage setups. Like they're just out of
Yeah,
this world, literally. Like I've been dying to go to a
yeah.
hardstyle festival in Europe. Like that would be insane. DevCon, obviously.
I would love to. Absolutely.
Mhm.
I've always wanted to go to DEF CON. I've always wanted to check that out in person. Actually, come to think of it, I know I said Lady Faith, but I think the last person that I ever saw hardstyle live was Keizo.
Keizo.
I
Mhm.
didn't even put two and two together. Yeah, I mean, he
Yeah.
drops it all the time, but like that was like last time I was the closest to it. But I would love to go to DEF CON because I want to hear this stuff live. But I don't just want to hear it live. I want to hear it with
Yes.
people that are about it. You know what I mean? Like they specifically love that stuff. I've always wanted to be in a crowd like that.
And it's different when they're all like they know how to dance to it and they like know who the
Yeah.
artists are and stuff.
Yep.
Have
Yeah,
you heard their
exactly.
have you heard their New Breed remix of like the Kami guys that Keizo has been dropping a lot lately? Like a hardstyle kick that he's been dropping in his sets.
I might have. I can't put the name to it though. You'd have to like play for me to be able to tell you yes or no. That's my thing with hardstyle, and like I love it, but I am the guy that like I am the shuffle guy that'll play it and just be like, oh, I like this. Just put it in a playlist. I don't know what it is or what it's called. I just really like it. So
Oh, you'll
bad.
hear it again once the pack comes out.
Oh
Nice,
yeah.
nice.
So we have another one here. It's called Loud as Fuck.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
this is a really good one.
Cool.
All right.
Right now, I want to fucking crank it up with something off the Great chapter. I want to see you lose your fucking minds. You want to lose your fucking minds out there, motherfuckers?
I love the Slipknot.
Let's see what the fuck you got on this. Then when I tell you to jump, you fucking jump. When I tell you to sing, you fucking sing. When I tell you to lose your minds, you have my permission to lose your fucking minds. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Yes. Holy.
You motherfuckers are crazy out there.
Holy shit.
Oh, I love that one. I fucking love that one.
That's my
so
favorite so
sick.
far.
Yeah, I love that one. That is so sick.
Right?
That is awesome. Is that like the
Dude.
whole thing, Corey Taylor?
It's a Dvastate remix. So Loud as Fuck,
Mhm.
is that a Slipknot song originally or no?
It says digital punk, alpha.
It must have been they either sampled it or covered it or something. or-
Yeah, I almost feel uncultured for not knowing.
I didn't even know it was
I'll
a Slipknot thing.
I'll send it here
Yeah.
in the chat.
Bet.
The,
Yeah,
the
no, I
track.
knew that little vocal going right into it. I knew that one, but then when I heard it, I was like, I don't know if that's him or not. But no, either way, that was sick as shit. I
Dude,
love that.
I would
That was
lose
awesome.
my mind if I saw that at a festival.
Bro.
Oh,
Yeah,
perfect.
I would go fucking
That was
feral.
awesome.
Literally. Feral mode on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah. That was great. I love that
Hell yeah,
one.
shout out Scantraxx, dude. Releasing the
Yeah.
fire. We
Mhm.
need
Yeah,
to get
that
on
is
those
sick
Dutch
as
people's
shit.
level, man.
We really do.
Oh my God.
We need to bring more hardstyle
Yeah.
to America.
Mhm.
Like it's time.
Do y'all think America likes it?
I think they're warming up to it just because like people like Keizo are backing it so hard and like it's starting to kind of
Yeah.
get blended in. Like sometimes you'll hear a hardstyle drop as like the third drop in a dubstep song or something, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I
Well-
think people are scared of it.
Well, even I don't know if you saw Excision's set at Lost
Mhm.
Lands. He dropped some hardstyle in his set, and
Oh.
Illenium even dropped hardstyle. Like I was really
Nice.
surprised that Illenium, out of all artists, would drop hardstyle.
Millennium surprises me. X not so much because I still remember Get Stupid,
Mm.
and I knew that one had the hardstyle drop. So I always kind of figured that he had some type of love for it. So like I could see it, but Millennium, yeah, that one definitely is
Yeah.
that's a new one.
Well, Excision, just quick like side note on Excision's 2-hour set, like that was really good because he actually did dubstep, D&B, hardstyle. Like he played a lot of, I think he even played house.
Yeah,
played a
I've
variety.
been loving his sets.
That was
Yeah.
cool because like it was kind of a nod to the other stages that he had at the festival with different music.
Mhm.
So I thought it was really cool that he did that, like really creative.
His
Mhm.
Atlanta set was so much fun. Like I was watching it and he was playing some classic DMB. Like I took videos, like some songs that me and my wife just sing together in the car. And I'm just like, dude, I love this. This is great. Like I got dub, I got DMB, I got like house, I got everything. So no, I've been loving what he's been doing with the
Yeah,
sets
he's
for
been
sure.
grinding.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Shout out,
All
Jeff.
right. So those are the 2 Scantraxx songs that we have. So these next 2 ones are songs that we selected. And
These are
Okay.
our picks.
these are our picks, the
All right,
FBI.
bet.
The FBI selects.
All right,
So this
let's
next
go.
one here, it's called Dominate. So it's by Sojuice and Kami. So much love for the Kami boys. We love them. They're our boys, yeah.
Bet.
So this one dropped earlier this year in March on Gearbox Digital. So this one actually, it goes hard. So
This is my
I'm-
dream song.
yeah, I'm
Harder
I'm
than the
curious to
last
hear-
one.
Mm,
That's for you to decide.
I guess,
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we're curious to hear your thoughts on it.
Okay.
Time for the board. People who are truly successful in this world, those people understand how to dominate. Winners dominate losers. Losers dominate winners. 1, 2, 3, all eyes on me. It's time to dominate like an MVP. From the east to the west, best believe that I'm the best. It's time to show you why I go harder than the rest.
I fucking love that.
Now watch me fucking feel my wrath. Time for the board.
That's so sick. That's so fucking sick.
Insane.
I love that switch up. The switch up, that stuff, the way it hits was just perfect. I fucking love
Chef's
it. That was
kiss.
great. That was a good. Yes, exactly. That was perfection. Yeah, I fuck
That-
with that one. I think they're both just as hard in their own
Mhm.
right.
This one has more raw, like
Yeah.
that beep, 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 beep.
Yeah.
Beep, beep.
For sure.
It's
for
funny
sure.
because
yeah.
the Kami boys, so it's a trio, and one of
Mhm.
them, the vocalist, his name is Alex, and he's just this big ass bald guy who's a firefighter, and
Yeah.
we call him Mr. Clean. He literally looks like the Mr. Clean eraser
It
guy.
does.
And
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
his vocal, and so I just can't get him out of my head because we saw them perform at EDC Vegas and EDC Orlando, and they played that,
Yeah.
and I was just like, oh, moment.
Oh, dude.
Does he do the vocals live?
No,
Okay. All right.
no.
But dude, if you ever need a good work mix, workout mix, whatever it is, if you feel like blasting some hardstyle, you got to check out their EDC set. Like,
Bet.
I still play
Please.
that. Like, it helps
Bet.
me hit some PRs, you know?
Yes.
Yeah.
I
at the
know.
gym.
Bet. Wait. What'd you say? How'd you spell the name?
KAMI. They're
'Cause I'm
also
like-
on the Queso remix pack.
Ah.
Yeah,
bet.
yeah.
Okay. I got you.
There might,
You keep going. I'm just taking
yeah,
notes.
there's a lot of commies out there. But they go harder
I'm
than
just
the
taking
rest.
notes.
All right.
Oh yeah, no, that was sick. That was sick.
On to the next here. This one is pretty hilarious. I'll sometimes play this just as a joke to people whenever they're not familiar with hardstyle, but it's probably not the best song to play because it scares them away. So this one is called Come Say Henlo. So you already know. You
Let's
probably
do
already
it.
have an idea what's gonna happen here.
Let's do it.
All right.
Everything about the way you move paralyzes me. What can I do? I just wanna dance with you tonight. When our eyes meet from far away, I wish I would take it up to say, I just wanna dance with you tonight. And I say, hey yo, don't be shy, come say hello. So let's go, come dance with me tonight. And I say, hey yo.
I love this tempo.
Yeah.
Just so fun.
Yeah.
Word.
I will admit I usually don't listen to the happy stuff, but I do love that tempo. And I could see that being a guilty pleasure.
It is. Yeah. It reminds me of like the old school Candy Kid raver days when they had the big pants
Yep.
that would flare out and like all the candy up and down.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I wasn't around for that, but I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah. It's like happy hardcore, but make it up tempo.
Yeah, exactly. I honestly, that tempo is the stuff I do like find myself listening to the most. I do love the up tempo.
They're crazy too. They're like really outrageous. So GPF stands for Greasy
Yeah.
Pussy Fuckers. And their live shows, they just have like blow up dicks that everyone's holding.
Literally.
I personally don't like it, but Yessie and Joe do.
I think it's hilarious.
It's like hard style, rap style.
Yeah. It's like a gimmick, kind of.
Yeah, no, that's funny. That's funny. I mean, hey, there's the branding.
And it
Let's
works.
go.
Yeah, they're huge.
I think it's hilarious.
Funny. No, that was a good one. Yeah, that was funny. That was funny. Holy shit, that's funny shit.
Yeah.
That
So
was a
they
good
have
choice.
some
That was a
they
good
have
choice.
some crazy out of pocket mixes on SoundCloud too that have to do with like sex tapes. They like name it like sex tapes GPF, but it's like crazy raw style. They're those
Makes
guys
sense.
are something else.
Yeah,
Sheesh. Well,
good shit.
those are some pretty solid selections, I'd say.
That was a good choice. That was a nice little ending there.
We did get, I mean,
Yeah.
we got a lot of submitted questions for you.
Oh shit. Oh man, I hope I'm ready to answer all of them.
And you can keep your answers short. Some of them might need a few words, but
That's
we'll
fine.
run through
That's
them.
cool. Bring it on. What do we got?
This one was just a quick comment, and then I'll run into the others. Swarls Barkley says, "Come to Australia ASAP, please."
I would love to. I'd absolutely love to. I want to travel. Australia sounds lit.
Yes.
Hit up the promoters.
Yeah, tag your promoters. We know they're down there. Verks Music asks, "How long have you been producing?"
Bass music. I think I'm going on. What year is it? 22. Okay. Bass music. I think it's gonna go on the 5th or 6th year. I can't even recall right now because I was on and off for a year where I really wasn't doing it, but I was. But production altogether, I got FL when I was
Wow.
8. So I've been using I've been using FL for that long. In the beginning, I was doing like a bunch of like metal covers, and then I started recording vocals, and then I started writing my own stuff. Um, and then from there, was working in a band. I produced all our records, and then after that, I left the band. I started writing my own stuff, still metal. Then was like, hey, dubstep sounds really cool. House sounds really cool. I want to try it out. And then fast forward 5 years, and now we're here where I can incorporate both of them. So yeah, I mean, on and off. Wait, 22, like over a decade, 12, 11 years, something like that.
That's dope.
Hell yeah.
Second nature.
That's really cool.
Yeah,
Good for
yeah.
you.
Thank you.
And you're still, I feel like you're still crafting your sound. You're still like exploring with other genres. So I think that's really cool.
Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with it. I'm at a point right now where I've done so many different things between metal, hip hop, dubstep, a bunch of house, drum and bass, and even like the slow like 110 and stuff like that. Like with everything I've been writing right now, I'm just kind of just feeling it. Just like I don't really have like it has to be this or that. It's just more so like where's the song going? I want to write it. You know what I mean? So it's been really cool. I've been doing a lot of other things aside from dubstep lately,
Good.
actually.
That's good for the creative mind.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, there's this actually one question that this one user asked, and I'm actually curious about it too. Her user handle is damn girl. Sullivan King and the Vastive collab. When is it dropping?
No comment.
You cannot plead the fifth. You're in custody right now.
It's all
Excuse
good.
me.
I want my lawyer.
Refuse to comment. No comment.
Like, where's my lawyer?
I bet you it's on that album he just announced.
No comment.
We're gonna investigate further.
Damn, we're gonna have to wait until April for that. Shit.
Ugh. Are you playing it out live? Do you have it in your sets? Yeah.
Oh, of course.
I mean,
it's my favorite fucking song.
Hell yeah.
It's like I love that song so much. It's not even funny. It is like one of my all-time favorite tracks. Seriously, dude. I love it. But yeah, no comment.
Well, we have a video of you and him playing it at Lost Land, so that might.
I do too. I'm finding the right day to post it, but yeah, it's like one of my favorite videos.
Yeah,
well,
people are curious.
It's one of those where you're probably gonna have to use it or wait to use it until release day, but then again, you're gonna go on tour with him, so there'll be plenty of opportunities for content.
Well, now that tour is out, I almost wanted to post it today, but I was like, shit, it's a gem. Let me hold on to it for a little bit. Let me find the right moment. But yeah, no, that was a great freak. I wasn't expecting that. He didn't tell me. He just tapped my shoulder, and I just looked down. And I'm like, oh shit, it's freaking what the fuck? And he's like, are you when are you playing our song? I'm like, oh shit. And like 2 songs.
Oh my god, perfect.
Like he was like on his knees on the floor, just looking up, like no one could see him. And I'm just like, what the fuck is going on right now?
Sick. What a moment.
Yeah, I remember we were actually backstage back there, and I saw him, and I was like, "That's a really tall dude. Is that Sullivan King?" With like the crazy hair and everything.
Yeah.
And then I do remember.
I
seeing
wasn't
him
expecting
tap your shoulder, and you were just like, "Oh my god!" Like that. Like that's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and like to be able to be next to him while he's on the mic, because the dude's got such great showmanship. You know what I mean? Every time I see him live, I'm like, dude, you're not even just a DJ. You're a fucking rock star. Like you got it down to a T. Like I get the rock and roll vibe, but I also get the bass music. So just to be able to be on stage with him and just see him do it. And while we're on topic of people randomly going on, same thing with Keizo. Being able to just to hear Hayden on the mic,
he's a natural,
and just right next to me and just be like, they're both incredible, and both of them surprised me. And just being able, like, because I like to be on the mic a lot too, and those guys I always kind of look up to when it comes to the stage presence and bass music mixing with the metal and all that. So just to be able to be next to both of them in 2 different instances and just be like, you're doing it in front of me, this is sick as shit,
dude. I have the chills.
Awesome.
That's
it was
so cool.
Awesome.
Yeah. Keizo is a rock star though. Like he doesn't like treat people like he's a rock star. He's so kind, but like when I'm with him, I'm like, oh my god, he's a rock star, like with the tats and like the chains and everything.
He's amazing. At the hotel. I was heading out. I was heading out to the venue, getting on the bus to Base Canyon. Hayden's passing by me. He sees me, then he just daps me up. And first thing I think is like, holy fuck, your hands are huge. Holy shit, you got a ton of
Yes,
rings.
the
And
ring.
holy shit, you know who I am. You're so nice about it too. He's like, hey man, good to see you. Are you hanging around? I'm like, what the
Yeah.
fuck? Yeah, man.
He's always like that to people. Like
Yeah.
even smaller artists. Like I introduced him to one of our friends, Amstar, who's a artist out here, and at the pop-up, and he was like, hey dude, like love your music. Like let's talk more after this. Like it's so great to meet you. How are you? Like no other artists really do that.
And
Yeah.
it's just incredible because he'll like I don't remember how it went down, but eventually he ended up we exchanged music. I sent him some stuff, and like he just constantly support, especially with the
Mhm. Oh my
remix.
God,
He's
yeah.
been super supportive of it. Same with Sully. I sent him like my EP before I ever released it. And I remember I met Sully at Echo Stage, and we were just talking, and he was like, "Yeah, I got your EP in my
What?
set." I'm like, "What the fuck?" Hell yeah, dude. That's fucking tight. Like you're the dude that did this before anybody. Same with Hayden. I'm like, that's tight as shit.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Really
You know what I
cool.
mean?
That's so humbling.
Yeah.
You have a lot of respect.
Mm-hmm.
It's humbling, and I don't take it for granted. It does mean a lot to me, and I can't say I don't take it for
Mhm.
granted. You know what I mean? Like I think about it, I dwell on it, and I absorb it. Like I embrace it. I'm just like, hey, you work this long and this hard, you're getting the nods,
Mhm.
keep going. You know what I mean? It's not finished till it's
Exactly.
over.
Yeah. Stay consistent. Consistency is key.
You're living the dream, dude.
Yeah.
Your dreams are
Mhm.
coming true.
We're getting there. We're getting there.
Do you have to like
Manifest
true.
destiny.
yes, law of attraction. I
Uh-huh.
believe in that.
Dude,
happens.
I can't. I've told
There you
this
go.
story before, but in EDC 2018, I was the biggest Keizo fangirl, and I went to his set. That was the only reason I went to EDC Vegas. Went to his set at Cosmic Meadow, and I was in the crowd, and it was like one of the happiest moments of my life, and I was just like so grateful. And now I'm working for him. Like you
Right.
have, like you attract that,
Mhm.
when you have pure intentions and you manifest it. It's true. Like you manifest things.
100%. 100%. And I always tell everybody that ever asks me, ever ask me questions like how do I do it and things like that, or what keeps me going, it's that type of shit. You know what I mean? Like see what you want, think about it, hold on to it, and keep going for it. I saw Jeff at the Paradox tour, I don't even know how many years ago, and that was the first time I ever got a proper bass set, with that much like the PK systems and everything. And I just remember looking up and I was just like, I'm going to
Mhm.
do this. I want to do this. I'm going to do it. And now, he hits me up asking for music, and it's just like, holy shit.
It's really, really important to have a vision board and know what you want. Because you can simply say like, oh yeah, I want to drop some music. Okay, well, where's that music going to get you to? Like what do you want to do? Do you want to be headlining festivals? Do you want to start your own label? Like what does your long-term goal look like? You can't just say like I want to drop an EP. Okay, like think long-term. If your dreams don't scare you, then they're not big enough. So just
Yeah.
think long-term, and you never know what's going to happen or come out of it. And like
Yes.
Tracy said, now we're working for Keizo. Like I never thought I would be in a group chat talking with Keizo regularly. And now next week we're going to LA to go see one of our hardstyle acts play. And Hayden was like, oh yeah, you'll be in town. Like, come on over. I'll make you guys a big dinner. You can meet Beef. You can meet the cats. Like, and I'm just sitting there like we were in a Google Meets meeting, and I'm just like,
You're like,
yeah.
"Sir?"
Like-
I'd love to meet Beef one day.
Dude, who doesn't? Ugh.
His dog is so cute.
Yeah, we'll report back.
I bet. Thanks.
right.
Okay, well, I'll do we have so many questions. I'll just do one more and then we can maybe move into the lightning round. Come on, J Dot is asking, do you still play Guitar Hero?
No. I wish. I like play in my head. I'll like remember the memories of just playing like Smoke on the Water, like the first Guitar Hero, and just be like, damn, those were the days. But I don't play it anymore. I wish.
Yeah, don't have time.
Mhm.
Nah. Uh, yeah, I mean, when COVID happened, we had quarantine. I tried playing video games. I was so into it when I was a kid, like hours and hours and hours. I just don't have it in me anymore. And the amount of hours I have to go be at work, and between the music and between the shows scheduled and things like that, gaming for me has never been that therapy that it is for a lot of people. You know what I mean? I always understood, like, when people are like, I game because it's like a stop in time. I'm like, I get it. I totally do. It's
Mhm.
just not mine. But if I were to play games, it would most definitely be Guitar
Yeah.
Hero.
It's also hard, just on a closing note with that, like staring at a screen. Like I stare at a screen all day long. I stare at my phone all day long. I stare at the TV. I couldn't. Video games hurt my eyes. Like it's too much.
Yeah. I also just
Cool.
really suck at everything I play.
At least you're honest.
Same here.
Yeah.
I'll like die all the time on GTA and Call of Duty, but it's okay. Okay, just one more question, because there's this one I'm actually curious about. Stryer, the homie, he wants to know how to make dubstep go boom.
Hard clip everything loud as shit.
Secrets.
Take
No.
notes.
Mhm. Stryer,
But
your
yeah.
dubstep better be going boom. Next release, dude.
We'll be watching out for you, Stryer. Under investigation.
No, I love Stryer. I think he's awesome. I saw his set at Red Rocks. He killed it too. He was phenomenal. The kid's got a heart of
Mhm.
gold. You know what I mean?
He
He's
does.
hungry, and it's so fucking awesome to see. It is so awesome to see.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We're really
love
bummed
it.
we missed his set, but it's okay.
Yeah, we were in line while he was playing.
How big was the line? I didn't get to see front of Red Rocks.
Dude,
I don't
it
even know.
fucking took us like at least 30 minutes. We were standing in the cold in
Holy
line because we parked in the lower south, and this dumb guy driving this like free shuttle, he goes, free shuttle, get in. And so we get in, he drives us all the way to the upper north, like at the very, very top of Red Rocks, and dumps us off at the end of this gigantic 30-minute long line. And Yessie and I were like, what the fuck? Like, we should not have done that.
That long staircase. When I was leaving, I saw there was like this big
Mhm.
old staircase. Is that what you have to go through to get to Red Rocks, like inside the venue?
There's a bunch of different entrances, actually. That would be like the
Okay.
north entrance. That's the upper north
Got it.
entrance. There's a lower north and then a lower south entrance as well.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't have time to be able to like walk around in front of the venue, but I really wanted to, just to kind of get that like walking in experience. I didn't have time, but I plan on doing it eventually.
Hey, well, at least you got to experience it. And you said
Mhm.
that was your first time, right? Because
Yes.
RJ brought you out, like, and Shaq was
Jesus.
there. Like,
That's
dude,
crazy.
that's insane. And for Stone Level too, it was Stone Level's first time at Red Rocks, and he was playing it. Like, he killed
So
it, dude.
deserved.
Everyone on the lineup killed it.
So
was-
deserved. All of them. Like, it makes me genuinely happy just to watch them on stage doing their thing. I think Stoney, like, just seeing him on stage, he always has a smile. And there's something about his like stage presence where I'm like, you're genuinely happy to be there. That's what makes
Mhm.
me happy.
His
You know
music
what I
is
mean?
fucking killer.
Yeah.
Like
Mhm.
hearing Stone Level at Red
So
Rocks
good.
was so sick.
Mm-hmm. That
So
set was
good.
amazing.
So
And it's
good.
crazy too, because he was playing at a
Yeah.
smaller venue last year.
Mhm. In Denver,
It's
yeah.
called Your Mom's House, if you've heard of it.
Mhm.
And there weren't
I
yeah, literally. And he killed that set, but it was just such a
There
cool
were like 18 people at the last set he played here.
at that set.
yeah.
There were not that many people, and it's like, he is so underrated. People need to know who this guy is, because
Yeah.
he's up next. And now seeing him at Red Rocks, like, that was so cool. I felt
Those
like
sets,
we felt like proud rave moms. We're like, oh, Stone Level.
We know
that's
him.
awesome. Even if you don't know who he is, though, like, he's the guy where when you see him on stage, you get that feeling anyways,
Mhm.
because you can tell there's no doubt in your mind the dude's enjoying the ever living shit out of whatever he's doing. You know what I mean? And those 18 shows, like that small crowd, that only makes you appreciate the bigger ones that much more.
Totally. Well, with that, we're heading into the last section of the interview. I know this has been a long interview, but it's so good, like great content so far. And so we have 5 more questions for you. The first question is a very contradictory question that no one has been able to answer for us. And we're going to ask you, what is the true bass capital of the world?
I want to say Montreal, based by stories. And if not Montreal, if we're talking about the country, I think it's got to be a toss up between Seattle or Denver. Those are the two places I've been that I've seen in person. I've also heard a lot about them being the bass capitals. I think it would have to be a tie between the two. Anybody else that lives anywhere else, don't hate me. I haven't been there yet.
We'll take it. At least Denver's in there, right? You can't say base capital without Denver.
Yeah. Denver was so much fucking fun, dude. I love Denver.
Mm-hmm. Denver's great, but it's also one of those things where like being so connected to the scene with our platforms, we feel like, at least me personally, I feel like I'm up, like I have to go to all these shows to support the homies. And there's moments where I'm like, I'm so tired. Like, I really want to see you play live, but I'm also like dead and I need rest.
Yeah.
There's so many shows going on like every day here, all the time.
I'll tell you what the thing is about Denver, though. It's that your crowd over there, and I noticed it immediately when we did the root service takeover. No matter who's playing, they're vibing. There isn't the whole, oh, this is the opener or this is the second, I'm waiting for the headliner. Like they weren't waiting. They were just going at it, ready to have fun from the beginning to end. And as artists, when you're at the beginning of the bill and you got people like that in front of you, it's so sick. It's awesome. You know what I mean? So that's like, as soon as I got in the venue, as soon as I saw the crowd, I was like, you can tell this is a different world. There is a scene here that genuinely just loves this music. And as somebody who sits in the studio for hours and hours at a time writing music, to be able to be in front of a crowd like that, there's no better feeling.
Yeah.
You can't beat it.
It's really cool because they'll line up for the openers. Like they literally go crazy for the openers. Like if 2 years ago Stone Level was the opener, they would line up to see him because they know who he is and they would just freak out. Like it's just it's a lifestyle.
Yeah. You guys are phenomenal. I love Denver. I love Denver.
Yep. Got to make sure not to take that for granted. That's for sure.
Don't.
All right. How many IDs are you sitting on?
Shit.
Too many to count?
If we're talking like IDs in the fact of like tracks that I have, I gotta say upwards of like 30 to 40 right now.
Finished songs?
If we're talking finished, like 20.
20?
And then the 30 are just like well-constructed IDs. And then like that doesn't count all the songs that I have where like I'll have like 2 minutes of like music and I'll just throw them in my sets. I haven't finished it yet. You know what I mean?
Knowing you're probably gonna have an EP coming out every month because you are out here killing it, man. Like dropping EPs left and right.
I am super stoked. I do have a lot of music coming out next year. The thing about it too is that whenever I'm putting a project together, I'll go through my IDs and I'll find the one that inspires me the most in that moment, and then I'll write more music just around that one emotion. So even if I'm sitting on 20 and it's like for example, me and RJ talking about this EP that I'm working on for next year, I didn't even use all the songs I'm sitting on. I just wrote more because I was like, I want it to be cohesive with this type of mindset and this, you know what I mean? And now I'll hold on to these. And then whenever I work on the next EP, I'll just go through the list and be like, all right, which one is like hitting the spot right now? Let me write some more around that one. You know what I mean? So that's kind of how I work.
Yeah, because you learn more every day producing. So like your production style now is going to be different than it was 10 months ago, probably.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. So who are your favorite upcomers right now?
Oh shit. Upcomers. All my homies. You know what I mean? I feel like a lot of us are killing it right now. Like obviously shout out Cliptic, shout out Lays. I mean, she's killing it. So I don't think she's even an up-and-comer anymore. Resurrect as well. These guys, we've all been working for so long and they were always on my list, but now I'm just like, I don't even think they're necessarily up-and-comers. Like a lot of these guys are really doing the thing right now. Obviously there's a ton of room to grow. But yeah, I mean, they're my favorite right now. They're all killing it. Doyle, I love him. He's so genuine about his music. He's just so carefree and fun. You know what I mean? I think that's great. He sent me a playlist of like 20 tracks the first time we talked. And, you know, being busy, sometimes I don't have enough time to give feedback. But he's like, if you got feedback, I'm like, dude, I will give you any time of day. If you're like writing 20 tracks, I know you want this. So Doyle for sure. I'm gonna butcher the name because I always get it wrong. Neverot,
Invert.
Invert.
You
Okay,
mean
see?
Nevert skirt?
Yeah,
Invert skirt.
Nevert skirt. Invert, shout out his new mix with
Bro,
y'all.
fire.
I
Dude.
love him.
That
I
mix.
love him. The kid is so good, dude.
He's so good.
So good. That and the Fight Me remix he made, he sent it to him and he's like, "Do you like it?" I'm like, "What the fuck do you mean do I like it? I love this, dude. I'm not ever not gonna play this."
The second he sent us that mix, I opened up my email and I heard that song playing. And then I looked at the track list and I was like, oh my God, like this is gonna be the craziest mix we've ever gotten.
Yeah, if we're talking people that's like no, they're getting slept on, he's absolutely one of them. And I think that's gonna change very soon. I think that's
Yeah.
definitely gonna change.
I hope
Yeah.
so. I mean, a lot of people were messaging us recently being like, we had no idea who this invert guy is, but this mix is killer. And that's
Yeah.
like, that's our goal. That's our mission, is to help these guys find new supporters and fans. So like the
Yeah.
fact that people are like, wow, thank you guys for putting on artists that I didn't know about. Like
Dude,
that's really
yeah.
that's really humbling and really like it's fulfilling because that's what we're all about.
Yes.
We had the some promoters out of Florida, shout out One Vibe. We got on a call with them last week and they were like, we discovered Vastive through your mix series. I was like, oh my God.
And that's why I loved it, because you all gave me an opportunity to be like, okay, here's a platform. Here are people that genuinely love the music and are about the culture. I get to be like who I am and present music the way I want to. So that's why whenever I see y'all doing the mixes, like same thing with Layla.
Mhm.
When she did the mix with y'all, I like, cause I wasn't even there yet. Like I just had like, you know, we were all just home and she's like, check out what's going on. I was like, it's so cool to just, there was this one time. Quick story.
Yeah.
There was this one time somebody was like, I checked this out. We were at a venue and she's like, yeah, I see people come play here. And then I watch them blow up. It's inevitable. They're going to blow up. And I feel like that's how I feel with your mix series. I see a lot of artists that are doing their mixes and I'm like, they're going up.
Wow.
Aw.
Like, you know what I mean?
Wow.
There's a platform, so they're going to go up. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like Invert, the fact that he's got that mix, now he's got that many people listening to him. It only helps. You know
That's
what
so
I
cool.
mean?
That's literally our mission. That's like why I fucking founded Dubstep FBI. It's because I wanted a platform for my friends to release mixes on. Because we were just like in
Yeah.
each other's basements, like playing around on the tractor. And I was like, how about we just create a brand where I just
Yeah.
wanted it to be a SoundCloud page. I never even wanted it to be as big as it is. And now look at it. It's like taking off.
Find what you love and then find a way to be able to make it your life.
Mhm.
That's what y'all did with it.
And
know
help
what I mean?
others.
Yeah. Yeah. 100%.
Build each other up and they'll build you up as well. Like what Chrissy
Absolutely.
always says, the rising tide lifts all boats. So
Yes.
I love that quote.
I've never heard that. I absolutely love that. That is great.
It's my
That is
fucking
great.
words to live by.
I
Yes.
love that. I love that.
All right. I think we'll just do one more question here. This one's hilarious. You've seen us post about this question a lot. So we're going to put you on the spot here.
Ah, shit.
Fuck, marry, kill, Excision, Sullivan King. Hi, I'm Ghost.
Oh, this is so hard. All right. Kill Ghosty because I feel like just by name, he'll revive.
Okay, yeah.
He's a ghost, so you can't kill him. So I won. I'm cool with that one.
Loophole.
See, I love Tiago and Nathan. Ah, fucking hell, that's a hard one. I'd marry Sully. I just feel like he's got it down. You know what I mean? And then yeah. Fuck Jeff.
On stage? No.
On stage.
No, what the fuck?
At Lost Lands?
Jesus, Chrissy. In the artist area.
Oh my God. In the porta potty?
That was a tough one. I didn't know if y'all were gonna ask me that or not, but fuck yeah. At least I
Yep.
found the loophole with Nathan.
You did. That's a really great answer.
Mm-hmm.
I could never kill my
Awesome.
homies.
You
Yeah.
can't.
That's why it's a funny question, though. It's just funny to put artists on the spot. Some of them take them personally, but others, they just go along with it.
I knew it was coming in my head. I was like, nah, they're fine. They're fine.
We saved the best for last.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
Wow. Well, that was an hour-long interview, and like that was a lot of great content. We talked about a lot of great things and listened to some hardstyle, which was great. So, do you have any final words that you'd like to say to everyone who's listening?
I think we've been talking about it the whole interview. Follow your dreams, find what you love, and go for it. Help everybody else around you. That's the way to do it. I think that's it. I mean, I'm like we talked about, I'm incredibly thankful, incredibly blessed to be where I'm at right now. It's been super fun talking to y'all. I love doing this stuff. I feel like as a producer, I only get to talk through my art, and then obviously you only have so many words you can type on social media. So doing stuff like this, thank you. I really appreciate it. But yeah, find what you love, go do it. Take care of everybody.
Yeah. Thank you for taking the time to sit down with us. I know you're probably getting ready to leave town and like you probably have a million things to do. So we are grateful for you as well.